Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rokar Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well. And Shalom to the hopefully elect that's continually plowing in this truth, that's giving 110% in the hopes to be delivered in all faith, true sincerity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled A Time and Place, or however the Spirit allows me to title this video as. But now we're in a time of great distress. All right, and we're also in a time of diligence, and just like also too, the Apostle Tahar deemed this year as the year of prophecy, in which that's in the time that we're in also. All right, we're in a time of prophecy, distress, diligence. We're also in the time of not love, all right, not good times, not kicking back. We're in the time of hate. We're in the time of spreading this word out to the four corners of the earth. All right, we're not in the time of kicking back, chilling, partying, and stuff of that nature. No, we're in a time of pushing this word, and to look out for the coming dangers that's spoken about in the scriptures. Like the sword, which is martial law, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, and the insurrection against our people, which is being so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, being the nation of Israel, known as Jacob's trouble in the Bible. All right, and you see, man, people that's outside of the circle, should I say, they don't have understanding of what time we're in. All right, because there's a such thing as being out of season. All right, in which the majority of these people was specifically our people, the nation of Israel. 2/3 of our people are they're out of season. All right, they're living in the wrong time, man. All right, in other words, they think it's time to spread nothing but love and happiness and this and that and the third. All right, why? Because Esau basically has forced, or which Esau is the so-called white man, by the way. This is true biblical nationality. Is Edom. He's forced the vibration of carelessness across the planet Earth. That's why you see the people are in the days right now. Okay, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the scriptures, so I'm not gonna ramble on too much longer. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die." All right, a time to plant and a time to pluck up. And see, we're in the time of plucking up, man. All right, plucking up what? The lies has been pushed out throughout the whole entire earth by Esau. All right, we're also here to plant too. All right, we're here to plant the seeds, which that goes into the parable of the sower, which the Lord, who these people initially call Jesus, which is true name is Yahushai, spoke about that parable of the sower. All right, sowing the seed. All right, so we're planting and we're plucking up. All right, you go into the book of Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. It also tells you that how the prophets are set up to break down, to destroy, and to plant and to build up. Okay, that says a time to pluck up and a time to pluck up that which is planted. All right, and it says a time to kill and a time to heal. All right, see, right now, man, we're not in a time of healing right now, man. All right, now the only ones that we're concerned with as far as healing goes is the election. All right, the 144,000 of the nation of Israel. That's the only ones that we're concerned with, because that's the remnant. That's the remnant that the Lord is going to deliver from Babylon and the other parts of the world which he scattered us. Okay? And it says a time to kill and a time to heal, man. All right? And guess what? In that the time to come, we're going to be in the time of killing, man. All right? Going to the book of, let me see if I can get it real quick. Jeremiah 16. See, Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and they shall fish them. All right, so we're in fishing season right now. This is the time that we're in right now. We're fishing and we're planting. All right, this thing is on all levels, man. All right, like the Apostle Elder Gabar puts this truth as being onions. All right, you got different layers. Okay, so we're here to plant and we're here to fish. Okay, now this brings to mind the scripture where Yahushua walked up to Peter, and he told Peter to follow him, and he will make him fishers of men. All right, and that's the business that we're in as well. We're fishers of men. Okay. Now, reading on, it says, and after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So, in time to come is going to be hunting season, man. That's going to be the time of killing. All right, and we're coming to that time. That time that we're coming up into is fast approaching, and it's very close, man. Okay. Now, going back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Let's see. Reading on at verse 3, it says, a time to break down and time to build up. All right, now let's go to Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. All right, I just mentioned that. You know, that's a spirit. All right. Now it says, Jeremiah, the 1st chapter, at the 10th verse, it says, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms. All right, and that's true. We are set up over the nations and over the kingdoms, because with every single kingdom that came up, the Lord sent his prophets out to prophesy against that kingdom of war and pestilence, and that's also in the scripture too. All right. It says, I have this day set thee over the nations. All right, because we're here to tell the other nations what their judgment is. All right, and to tell the nation of Esau that they're going into slavery. All right, all the nations that are set up here on the planet Earth is going to be our slaves. All right, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here to tell them. All right, so the Lord is being fair and just by telling you what's about to happen. All right, so get yourself ready for it, man. All right, that says reading on. It says to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Okay. So right here it says to pull down, to destroy. All right, and also too to build and to plant. All right, what are we building? We're building the house of David. All right, the house of David is being rebuilt. Actually, let me get this scripture too. I don't want to, I try not to go too long with the video, but I just want to grab the scripture. Like I can't type right now. All right, it's the book of Amos chapter 9 verse 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. All right, and that tabernacle is being risen up right now. We're starting with the apostle elders of Great Millstone down to the rest of the brothers in Great Millstone. Okay, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So that the house of David is being rebuilt right now. All right. So that's the scripture to prove to you that house is being built, that the house of David is being rebuilt. All right, through the men that's set up. Okay, by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So that's it on Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. I want to go back to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. See, a time to weep and a time to laugh, and that's another thing too, man. It's a time to weep, man. Okay, it's time to weep, man. It's not time to laugh. All right, the scripture where it says, a man, roughly paraphrasing, it says a man, rarely smiles. All right, a wise man rarely smiles. Okay. So it's a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. And we're in a time of mourning right now. All right, we'll laugh and dance and kick it in the kingdom. Okay. But for right now, we're in a state of mourning. Okay. Why are we in a state of mourning? Because our enemies are over us. They're ruling over us. Esau was the so-called white man, was the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's in rulership. Wickedness has polluted the whole earth. All right. We're in the lowest state. All right. We're being buffeted continually, spiritually and physically. All right. You got the woman are being they're over us. All right. I can't even put it in any other words other than that, man. Our women are over us. They're ruling over us. All right. Along with our children. Okay. Which that's a curse. Another curse that's in the Bible. You find that in the book of Isaiah. If I'm not mistaken, it's the 3rd chapter. I believe it's the 3rd. Yeah, I believe it is the 3rd chapter. If I'm not mistaken. Either the 3rd chapter or the 1st chapter. I had to go back and check. But yeah, man, we're in a time of mourning because of all those things that are going on, man. All right, we're here in captivity under Esau, and we're still serving slavery to this very day, but under a new name. All right. It says a time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. All right. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. All right. Now is the time to speak, man. All right. Those of you that are on the fence whether to get into this work or not, hey, man, you better get your hands dirty and get your feet wet. All right. Before the Lord returns and, cut you asunder. All right. The ones of you that understand this word. Okay. Here's one of the major points in the scripture. It says a time to love and a time to hate. We're not in a time of love right now. All right. We're in a time of hate. All right. The only love that we have right now is the love of, first and foremost, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Second is the elect. All right. That's the only exception when it comes to the time that we're in right now is the time of hatred. Okay. So yes, we're in a time of hatred, and guess what? It's going to be even more amplified when you have a event that's going to happen in the coming future, which is the race wars, man, and that's looming and it's around the corner. All right, with these different events that's been going on in America, particularly. All right, it says a time of war and a time of peace, man. All right, this isn't a time of peace. Why is that? Because the wicked is in rulership right now. All right. Now, let me grab one scripture or one precept to prove to you that. All right. All right. It says it twice in Isaiah, man. All right, it says Isaiah the 48th chapter, the 22nd verse. There is no peace, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, unto the wicked. Isaiah the 57th chapter, the 21st verse. There is no peace, saith my power to the wicked. All right, so there's no. I mean, it says it twice, man. It says there's no peace unto the wicked. So there won't be any peace in this kingdom until the wicked is taken out of rulership, which is Esau, because Esau first and foremost was set up to take peace away from the world. All right, he wasn't here to set up peace on earth. He was set up to take peace away from the world, man. All right, let me get that. Let's see. It's like it too if I'm taking a while to type this up. I'm in transit. All right, now it's Revelation the 6th chapter, the 4th verse. It says, and there went out another horse that was red. All right. Now the word red, if you go into the Hebrew for the word red is Adawam, which means Edom. All right. So the nation of Edom, which is the so-called white man, the so-called white race. All right. Which is that red horse. And by the way, the horse is symbolic for power. All right. And it said, and there went out another horse, which represents power, that was red, which represents Esau. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So there it is right there, man. Esau was set up to take peace from the earth. Okay. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Now, what was Esau's blessing when Isaac was blessing Jacob and Esau? The sword. Okay. And guess what? He's going to use that sword to the best of his ability, in which you're seeing that right now, man. And guess what? It's going to be even more evident when Jacob's trouble commence. Okay. It says, I believe that's it on that. Yep, a time of war and a time of peace. So right now we're in a time of war. And guess what? We're getting very close to that time of World War III, which is the war to end all wars. Okay? Which is known as the third woe in the book of Revelations. Okay? Now I want to go from there. I want to get the book of 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, and I'm going to close it on out. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. All right? How you measure the time diligently? You watch, all right, for the prophecies. And also, too, how you measure the time diligently is by doing the work as well, man. All right? Because when you're doing the work, man, by default, you're going to continually watch. All right? You're going to continually bring out, continually bring out prophecies and be a watchman. Okay? It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, in which Yahushai is going to return, and what these people call so-called UFOs, which is the chariots of the Most High, will begin to visit the world which he made. All right? And you're seeing that, man. Yahushai, we're getting very close to that time when Yahushai is about to visit the world. All right? Now, let's see, Slovakia. Now, I said one more precept, but I got another one that's that I had saved up. Slovakia. This is Romans the 13th chapter in the 11th verse. It says, in that knowing the time, and we know what time we're in, all right, we've seen these things happening, seeing the prophecies are happening left and right, making themselves even more manifest as the days go on. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. All right. And one quick example before I close out. It's like having a watchman, right? And, the watchman be sitting there watching. And then, he might doze off, might doze off a little bit. But, it might take someone to nudge him on the side, say, hey, wake up, that's why we here in the brotherhood, we get on each other like that. Somebody might doze off and, you might have to nudge them, to wake back up. That doesn't make that person, wicked per se, but, that happens. All right. We had a time to where in our camp that happened. All of us, dozed off, but, I don't want to give too much info on exactly what happened, but, it's a particular guy that fell out, but, not going to throw his name out there like that. throw them under the bus. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. All right. So now we're woken out of sleep. All right, because we know what time we're in, so we're woken out of sleep. 100%, not being half asleep like some guys are. Because some guys say, oh, I'm awake, man, I'm awake, but you have sleep, man. Why is that? Because you don't know who you are. You don't know your nationality, and you don't know anything about the prophecy. So a person can say that they're awake, they're woken up, but they're still half asleep. All right, because they know what's going on, right? They know about the plans that Esau got set up, or rather, they know about a secret society. I'll say that because some people say they woke up, they don't know what Esau's doing behind closed doors, but they know about a secret society. They know about the bankers, but still, man, they're half asleep. All right, why is that? Because they don't know their nationality and they don't know the prophecies. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. And that's true. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. It's right at the doors. All right. Getting very close to that time where our Lord Yahushua is going to return to recover the remnant of Israel, which starts with the elect. All right. Now, that's pretty much it on that, man. I'm going to bring out this quick lesson. Well, when you say it's quick, I know it's been probably about a good 30 minutes or so, or 20 minutes, should I say. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Lord willing, I can edify with this video. Until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that still continually rule very well, and peace and safety to the hopefully elect that's laboring in this truth, that's giving all diligence and all faith, truth, sincerity. And with that, we'll say shalom.